funny how I ran out of disk space because, again, it's one of those things that I forget to think about, right? So I often forget to prepare because, like, I'll often not bring my cell phone the time I need it because, the idea that I might need my phone on the road, it will never happen to me. The idea that I might need to update my bank information or my email recovery on Facebook or something like that, right? Sometimes I get so caught up with getting too comfortable with something. I had one time where I literally had stuff that was so old. I needed to call, I think it might have been my cell phone company or one of my credit card companies, and they needed to confirm my address, and I literally gave like 8 or 9 addresses before they had the right one. I mean, I move around quite a bit, but those are the things that tend to slip my mind. Anyways, I couldn't log in, and I became a huge mess because I was panicking. I had a lot of important photos. My business is entirely on my art projects. The business of running it is on Facebook, and I just became a mess. Kind of like the guy who lost a few $1 billion worth of Bitcoin because he forgot his password. I kind of felt like that guy for a couple moments until I realized, and the other reason I became such a mess is when I finally did change my email on Facebook, because after I couldn't log into that computer, I realized I was still logged in on my phone, so I could at least change it. I changed it to my Phoenix College email. I was still on that computer over there, and I couldn't log into my Phoenix College email, and I panicked. I thought I had gotten fired from the job. You got to remember, it wasn't that long ago that I had gotten ghosted by a long-standing friend of mine. You know, I logged in on a typical Tuesday or whatever day it was. All of a sudden, and my friend is no longer friends with me on Facebook, and not only that, but had completely blocked me. And so the idea that things might completely shut off without warning is not a complete foreign concept to me. So when I couldn't log onto my Facebook College email, I thought I had gotten fired. I panicked. My mind just raced out of control. I started shouting, crying, and my colleague was here. And unfortunately, it made me realize that I devoted way too much energy to my wacky roommate. And it's tough for me. Like, how do I allocate the finite amount of energy in my head to what I need to deal with? Right? I have a tendency to do that. I spent way too much energy trying to embarrass my wacky roommate, and he got fired for managing the place. I really played him really hard this past week, embarrassing him in front of the other roommates. You know, hey, can I clean up for you? I know you're stressed out, and I'm not stressed, you know. And I got him to totally embarrass himself. But unfortunately, I spent way too much energy doing that to the detriment of everything else in my life. Right. All right, I'll have to fix whatever's going on here in Phoenix College, and in the process of doing that, stress myself out so much that I get evicted from the apartment. That's the story of my life. This is the Peter Likes Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Likes Show. Bum 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 bum.